Detroit Pistons select Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State.
Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about Jerami Grant and the trade deadline. Now, before we get into that, please make sure you guys like this video. As always, today's like goal is 100 likes. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. And actually, as soon as you get done watching this video, I should be live. As soon as I finish editing this, I'm going to put it right up on YouTube and start live streaming. We have a lot to talk about with this whole deadline thing, but right now, let's focus on Grant and let's get into this. So the Detroit Pistons decided to stand pat. They decided not to trade Jerami Grant at this trade deadline. And I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I expected this to happen when you look at the whole situation. You can look at the recent reports of guys saying that the Pistons organization told Grant that he wouldn't be traded a few days ago. And then when you also think about it and look at this realistically, you know, teams just weren't really willing to give us what we wanted. It's like teams were interested in Grant. They wanted to add him to their team, but they weren't really willing to play ball, I guess I should say. They didn't want to really give up their assets in return. You know, you think about a team like the Chicago Bulls, they don't want to give up Patrick Williams, but they still want to get Jerami Grant, which doesn't work. So honestly, when you look at all the reports, and then when you just look at this realistically, I just didn't really see a trade happening. And when you look at the NBA as a whole, when it came to this trade deadline, a lot of teams just decided to sit back and not do anything. As I just mentioned, the Chicago Bulls, they decided not to do anything. They're chilling with the team that they have right now. They didn't want to make any moves to improve. I'll look at another team like the New York Knicks, a mediocre team right now. They needed to improve if they want to fight for the playoffs this year. But no, they decided to stand pat and not do anything. So, you know, there were, major trades in the NBA today, but a few teams just decided not to do anything and stand pat. So with that, we weren't just going to force a trade and accept anything like the Lakers Taylor Horton Tucker deal. We'd bring in a Marvin Bagley, but we keep Jerami Grant. And now at this point, especially with the deadline passing, I'm on the side of just give Grant the extension, man. Reportedly, he wants 4 years, $100 million. And now it appears that the Pistons are fully committed to Grant. You might as well give him the extension, man. We all know that he and Troy Weaver has a great relationship currently. Grant did average 22 points last season. He's still a good basketball player. He could be a solid defender when he chooses to be. Just give Grant the extension. That's the side that I'm on right now. And look, for the people who wanted Grant gone, this is not the end of everything, okay? You could still trade Jerami Grant come at the NBA draft, or you could wait until free agency and trade him then, okay? Grant still has 1 year left on his deal. This is not the end of anything. So trust, for the people out there who are still, pro trading Jerami Grant and getting him off this team to bring in other assets, that is still a possibility. But as of right now, with the team that we have, we're going to roll into next season with a year 2 Cade Cunningham, a year 3 Killian Hayes, Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart. We're going to have a healthy Kelly Olynyk. We're going to have a Hamidou Diallo who will be able to play from the beginning of the season, because you guys got to remember that at the beginning of this season, Diallo was benched. So next season, we're going to have him out the gate as well. And we're going to have one of the top guys in the job, whether that be Paolo, Jabari, Chet, Ivy, Duren, whoever you guys prefer, along with Grant. So I'm just ready to roll on to next season, man. And before I end this video off, I just want to quickly say I cannot stand the Lakers fans out there, especially I'm targeting that team specifically because I just saw so many ridiculous trades with the Lakers. Like, it did not work at all, man. I just can't believe some of the things that I've seen from those Lakers fans, man. And I also know a lot of people were pro for Simons on the Portland Trail Blazers, but you guys got to think about it. They just traded McCollum. Damian Lillard is getting older and older and older, and eventually he's going to need a replacement. And Anthony is going to be that guy to replace Damian. So I didn't see that trade happening as well. So basically, that's everything, man. Pistons fans, let me know your thoughts about Grant still being with the Pistons post-trade deadline. So like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 4K, and I'm out.